Israel's President Isaac Herzog welcomed the attendees on the Zoom meeting.
It is a pleasure to welcome you to this year's Christian Media Summit under the heading entitled Abraham Accords and Abrahamic Religions, Partners in Peace. What a beautiful title.
Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett spoke of the challenge of radical militant Islam in the Middle East and Israel's relationship to Christians.
In the Middle East, there's only one place that fully protects Christian life, where the Christian community is growing, thriving, and prospering, and that's in the state of Israel. Israel protects the right of Christians as we protect the rights of all religions. Today more than ever, Christians stand united with Israel, and today more than ever, Israel stands united with Christians.
Israel signed the historic Abraham Accords with 4 Arab states, starting with the United Arab Emirates last year. Hadassah Schwartz and Nitzan Chen from the government press office honored former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for his work in bringing about those accords.
The Abraham Accords were a historic turning point. This is the first time that Israel made peace for peace. Peace with 4 Arab nations, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Morocco, and the Sudan. Peace that was benefiting the peoples of both sides in the economy, in trade, in tourism, in technology, in so many areas.
The summit brought together religious leaders from Judaism, Christianity, and Islam and focused on how they can work together for peace.
As a builder of a new community, we've taken inspiration from our predecessors, and in particular, the Christian missionaries who 50 or 60 years ago built hospitals, reduced infant mortality, and demonstrated to all of us as religious leaders what the real purpose of our role is.
There are several lands that figure into the story of the scriptures, but no single place is more important to biblical studies than Israel. A trip to Israel deepens love and passion for the things of God like few other things I know.
The Abrahamic Accord was emerging during the time of the pandemic. It gave hope to the world.
Kairos Company founder Johnny Moore addressed the issue of anti-Semitism.
Centuries of anti-Semitism, centuries of conflict between the communities, centuries of harm. And yet now, 80 million evangelicals in the United States, 800 million evangelicals around the world, are the great firewall against anti-Semitism. We are living in the golden age of Jewish Christian friendship.
Bishop Glenn Plummer spoke about Black Zionism.
Dr. Martin Luther King probably is the one who best defined it. And so this is not a new concept. I only mention him because that's 50 plus years ago. And Dr. King himself defined Zionism.
Panels examined press coverage in the UAE and Bahrain since the Accords, as well as how the Abraham Accords have impacted the relationship between Israeli Arabs and Jews. The conference ended with the yearning of Jews from around the world for millennia and the declaration of many Christians now.
Jerusalem is a city revered by all Abrahamic religions.
Jerusalem was conquered, razed, and now rebuilt. Jerusalem is here in our heart, waiting for you to come and visit, and to that we say together next year in Jerusalem.
Julie Stahl, CBN News, Jerusalem.